We are all available for adoption. Not sure my mom would appreciate me bringing home a big kitty cat. Good morning. Last night I decided to put up my hammock instead of the tent. So I found this camp. I'm going to head to, there's a nature reserve just down the road, like 1 minute even, where you can have animal experience. And you can meet like a cheetah or crocodile cage diving. I might do that. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see when I get there. We'll see how much it is. I was highly recommended this Swargsberg Pass, which is an incredible route, apparently, especially on a bike. So I'm going to be doing that. And then that heads up north to Prince Albert, and then back down all the way, and hopefully I can make it to the backpackers retreat. And I was looking at pictures of it last night, and I am so excited. It looks really, really good, and I want to spend like a week there and just chill, do yoga and meditate and chill. So that's the plan for the day. I'm going to loop my bike chain now and pack up my hammock, and you know those days where you just can't be asked. I'm just having a lazy day. Anyways, let's go. I'm feeling very blah today. Trying to get motivated to go. I think I'm feeling unmotivated, and I woke up really anxious. Sometimes with this, and when you're by yourself, really, really hard to get motivated. I'm tired too. The wind is too much. It was a lot of wind yesterday. I need to see about new helmet or windscreen. The wind is killing me. Okay, come on, Rosie. You can do it. This should be enough motivation. I'm going to see baby animals or animals. That's exciting, right? I'm just tired. I'm too freaking tired. I'm a face. So I'm here at the Cango Wildlife Ranch, and I'm about to go croc diving. Figured, seeing as I didn't get to see sharks, I'm gonna try my hand at the crocodiles, and let's see how that goes. And this is a once in a lifetime. I'm here. There's cheetahs here. I might go play with some cheetahs as well, which I'm super excited about. I'm really, really tired today, so I'm just gonna take it easy. It's already midday. I've been kind of just feeling. So hopefully that this perks me up a bit, and I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of the day. I might do the pass, I might go back to the camp, I don't know. Let's go inside. Tanzania, Kenya, Zambia, Malawi. This is all where I'm going. Note to self. Be careful walking in the woods. Mamba neurotoxins cause nerve damage and muscle paralysis. Yeah. Would not want to run into one of them in the wild. Because I'm not one to support zoos or go to zoos, but be more of like a conservation where like they rescue the animals and bring them in and then care for them from an illegal smuggling attempt and sent to this wildlife ranch. So here you go. Okay, there. Becky and Bandit were rescued by a local farmer who found them abandoned on his farm and brought them to us when they were just babies. Look at that eared fox. Oh.
Any questions before we step inside? Okay, so if you're ready, please step inside. These are called mega bats. They're also known as a flying fox. Now keep in mind, these are not the vampire bats. They won't come down, suck your blood and turn you into a vampire. I think the great news is that we actually call them fruit bats.
Doing a little tour. It's crazy, I've never seen bats that big before.
Now if you all just take a few seconds and think about it. The vulture left with one wing. Is that they depend on both of their wings to fly in order to look for food to survive. Are left with one wing, this could make life very difficult for them. That is actually why we keep them here. But they can't be fully rehabilitated, we actually use them here to raise public awareness. Now just to also share with you a little bit of good news from our side, which actually turned out to be not so great. The vultures that you all see inside, they've been with us for nearly 10 years. Folks, every year when it comes to their mating season, we encourage them to build their own nest. We give them everything. We give them sticks, straws, as well as the tires that you can actually see at the back. Now, the sticks and the straws, as well as some of the feathers that you see, this was actually a nest that was built earlier on this year. So not too long ago, approximately 5 months back, for the first time we found a vulture egg inside. Now, we were extremely excited, but what we've done, we sent the egg away to Valpro. Their main goal is to rehabilitate and release these birds back out into the wild. But unfortunately, the egg were not fertile. But keep in mind, we still keep our fingers crossed. Breeding with these birds, it's extremely difficult. You must keep in mind, vultures can live 20 years out in the wild. They reach maturity at quite a late age. That simply means when the vultures reach 4 to 7 years old, only then they can start to reproduce. But then you should keep in mind, a vulture can only lay 1 egg per year. So just imagine if they get poisoned or killed before they reproduce, what it actually does to their population. Folks, what a lot of people don't realize, the vultures along with the marabou storks, they play a really important part in our ecosystem. We call them nature's disposal unit. They do all the cleanup work. You can just imagine if they disappear from the face of this earth, how many diseases and parasites would actually break out. Yes. They believe if you eat the brain of the vulture, you will be able to see into the future. That happens. Okay? They snap their jaws with a force of 2 tons per square centimeter. It basically means with one snap, they can crush your spine and they break all your ribs. Folks, this is where we offer our visitors the incredible opportunity to take a swim with the crocodiles. For those of you interested doing crocodile cage diving with the cage, we do ask an extra fee of 210 Rand per person. This is indeed a pygmy. I would love to show you the difference between a pygmy hippo and an African hippo. As mentioned, they weigh 275 kilograms and they can consume up to 4 kilograms of food in just one day. Now right next to it, we have the skull of the Nile hippopotamus. This is known as the African hippo. But as you all see, they're much, much bigger. They weigh more than 1.5 ton. An interesting fact about them is that these are very aggressive and very dangerous animals. They're actually known to kill more people in Africa other than the crocodiles. Now to come back to the pygmy hippo, I would love to ask you all to please do not be fooled. Remember what a pygmy hippo lack in size, they make up in attitude. I'm sure you all know dynamite normally comes into small packages. I also believe this actually makes them an easier target, because what happens with the pygmy hippos in West African villages is that people set traps for them. Not only do they kill pygmy hippos to eat pygmy hippo meat, they do sell it, and this is also known as an income. So this we call the bushmeat crisis. This sad phenomenon, this is actually known as the silent forest syndrome. And this being said is that we here at the Kango Wildlife Ranch, we are extremely proud to have a successful breeding program with our two hippos we call Hilda and Herbert. Take a closer look right behind you. You can all have a look at Speckles, our spotted neck otter on the other side. One of our achievements has been was establishing our own cheetah breeder center across the road of more than 90 hectares of land with a minimum disturbance to these animals. Well, since we started breeding with cheetahs, we started off with a total of 20 adult cheetahs. Now, over the years, we were really successful, having more than 280 cheetah cubs born at the breeding center. Now, the cheetahs we have across the road, they're there for conservation purposes. The cheetahs that you all see on our premises, they're here as ambassador species. Now, we actually use them to raise public awareness. Fast, they accelerate 0 to 70 kilometers in just 2 seconds. So cheetahs, they have a large heart and bronchies, and this helps the body to cope with the extreme energy output as it's running faster. They need to consume their prey as soon as possible in order to avoid losing it to higher carnivores such as hyenas and lions. These items, it all forms part of our enrichment program. When we talk about enrichment program, is when we do a lot of games and we play a lot of activities with the animals to prevent boredom, frustration, as well as to keep them stimulated and giving them exercise in the process. So what we often do with them, we play tug and war. Now that involves two cats that need to rip pieces of meat apart. Now because the leopard climb trees very well, if you look at the big wooden pole that you can actually see right in the middle, so right at the top there's hooks. We normally hang food up there. The leopards will actually jump and they will climb till they get the food down. Also here in Oudtshoorn, okay, it gets extremely hot. It gets up to 50 degrees. What we do with them, we give them all blood ice lollies. The same way we eat an ice cream to cool off when we feel hot. But we make it nice and interesting for them. For example, we would put in a different animal scent like a donkey ear or a snake skin. We take these items and we hide it for them to find. These cats are obviously curious. They want to find out what's in these items, and when they do get to open it, there's actually a nice little snack awaiting on them. So those are just some of the examples I would love to share with you. It's how we prevent any boredom and frustration among all of our animals, as well as to keep them stimulated and giving them exercise in the process. Okay? Fully grown white lions, they're approximately about 10 years old. Now white lions, they have a recessive gene, so they're not albinos. White lions were also extinct in the wild for 12 years. This was basically because of canned hunting and trophy hunting. Now, canned hunting is an ethical way for hunters where they use drugs, bait, and small enclosures to ensure the hunt themselves a kill. Now, to tell you a little bit more about their behaviors, what you see the male doing now, he probably does this approximately 21 hours a day. He spends most of his time sleeping and resting. This simply means that females are more active and they tend to do most of the hunting. So when the female lion finds a prey and she kills it, the males eat first. The lions are extremely social animals. They live in a family group called a pride. A pride consists of anything between 5 to 45 members of lions. These are known to be our second largest cat in our cat family. The tigers are of course the larger ones. The original 9 subspecies of tigers is that 3 tiger species are already extinct. There's only 5,000 to 7,000 tigers left out in the wild. Now the biggest threats to tigers are loss of their natural habitat as well as poaching. Now even though it is illegal to kill and poach tigers, they are still being killed today. Their body parts are sucked out for medicine, and this is being sold in the black market for lots and lots of money. Now, researchers have actually indicated that in 10 years from now, there won't be any more tigers left out in the wild.
We are all available for adoption. Not sure my mom would appreciate me bringing home a big kitty cat. I'm feeling beat today. So tired. I think it's just been too many days of go, and that wind, all that wind when riding, it's just my back. I have nobody to massage me. Everything's hurting today. The steers like today were Baba Mayojo, kicking my ass. Anyways, I just finished this tour. Normally I'm not a tour person, but this tour was very informative. Our tour guide's name was very nice, and she had a lot of really great information about the animals. I learned a lot. This whole conservation ranch that is here. Puppy. It's so bad, but it's so good. The whole purpose behind this ranch here is to educate people. A lot of the animals were rescued, so they're always keeping the animals active and playing with them and stimulating them. And as far as like the animals are very well taken care of. They're not in the wild. I have this thing, animals shouldn't be held in captivity, but they are using the facilities to educate people, and the animals are very, very, very well looked after here. Anyways, after I'm done my lunch and my coffee, I'm going to go have an encounter with one of the cheetahs, which I'm really excited about because I've never been close to a wild cat like that before. And places you can do this, they have the tiger thing in Thailand and everything, but those are the bad places because they actually sedate the animals, and so I've heard. Okay, I can't say that on record, but I've heard questionable things from the places. And then after that, I'm going to go crack cage diving, which I'm really, really excited about. I just hope I get the energy up and I get out of this funk. Right, going to have my cheetah experience. I love kitty cats.